Today is another episode of Vyldite Friday, and our guest is none other than Yaaseen Barnes. And this is Vyldite Friday. I am looking forward to this one because I know you're gonna have the Vyldite places. Because you look like a Vyldite bra.
I am. I'm a big fan of the Vyldite, I'm not gonna lie.
I'm also all over your Instagram, so I know for a fact. You've done videos for Vyldite things.
Yeah, but my lineage says that I shouldn't be having Vyldite anymore because you know, with the colored community, the heart disease is rife over here with us.
What do you mean heart attacks?
Yeah, what's your family thing? Is it diabetes or is it heart?
On my father's side is all heart. On my mother's side, it's stroke. So both ways, it's not good.
You're killing today then.
So also you have to live your life, eh?
That's true. And that's the other thing, guys. We're gonna die. We might as well enjoy our ride there. Guys, that's just me speaking about something very close to my heart.
Literally.
Literally.
Pun intended.
It's always pun intended.
Dude, my cholesterol was through the roof. And then for a while I was like, I refused to go on cholesterol tablets. And then went to the doctor. She said, cholesterol tablets is your name. He called me statin. Then I said, but can I try to eat better? Then I went 2-3 months. Came back to her. She said, they checked you again, and the reality for you is it's not even so much your diet. You have family
it's
drama.
Just the body.
Yeah, I was on an 8. Then a bra mine said, which I won't mention, is you can just think about all the comedians that are close to me. Said, what? 8? I'm on 10. I'm like, huh? Basically, lava is flowing through your brain. So that's what it is.
So, wife and I, we've decided to go like meat-free Mondays, meat-free Tuesdays. Because of poverty.
Yes.
But the thing that really
got nothing to do with veganism and the new movement. That's one dirty. It's all about poverty.
So no, it's just that thing of it's simpler to cook. Like meat is difficult to cook. I feel like it's a lot of effort that goes in. But if you make those pre-patty stuff, go in the mix, the meat is done.
But that's what we do at home as well. There was a time where I went Monday to Friday because I cook most of the time. We would do meat free.
You cook.
Cook is a very thin. I'm still bachelor cooking. Like I'm still like a bachelor. My poor lady is growing up on bachelor food, so it's bachelor healthy. So what happens is I got myself an air fryer. Jason Goliath told me to get one years ago, and I never looked back. Fantastic thing. An air fryer, and I've got a steamer, so it's steamed vegetables and some protein in this air fryer. And now because you don't eat meat then in the week, then it's even more difficult. But weekends, I'm also like I make up for all of that meat that I didn't eat.
My thing is, firstly, cooking is not my thing, right? I'm also very basic just in general.
Yeah.
You'll notice on stage I wear the same clothes, I look the same when I'm on stage.
Yeah.
When I eat, it's the same thing.
Yeah.
I can eat peanut butter and jam every day, and it's my thing. 2-minute noodles, I will never get tired of 2-minute noodles. I don't care, because for me eating is just, if it fills me, then the food has done its job.
You like a nice chow, but you're not gonna go out your way for a nice chow.
That
basically.
Wheat picks, guys.
Yeah.
What is your basic? What is your favorite boring porridge? You know what I'm talking about, like your pro neutral.
It used to be pro neutral, and then it moved up to what's that thing? Future Life. Because it tastes delicious without sugar.
Future Life is white pro neutral, guys. Please.
It's white pro neutral. It's pro neutral, but pro neutral is white pro neutral because it takes half a gallon of milk for 2 spots. My Bali hates pro neutral. My Bali always used to say, "You milk only in the AC." Where's the milk? I want to make a coffee. We used to have stearin bottles. You know stearin milk? It's a bottle of milk in the Eastern Cape. 1 liter makes it.
Oh yeah.
Then it's half a liter of milk. Then you buy 2 bottles. That my Bali and them used to buy 2 bottles like every day and a half. Een van die bottles, pro neutral in the oggend. You know when you pause, you're just holding.
It's also because you also do that because you don't want the dry spot.
You don't want a dry spot.
You know when you.
And the worst is if you overdid it and then now it's dry here and then now your Bali's sitting there. Now he's already angry about the milk. Now you're going again. Hey! My granny used to gooi it with hot water first.
Yeah, so that's the thing with wheat picks. I only learned that trick recently. You must first soak it in the water, then you add the milk, and then it completes the move.
It's a poor man's wheat pix, yeah.
It
tastes terrible.
It does.
You can taste it.
I don't care, guys. It fills me. So with the Panutro, it's the same thing of when you eat Milo.
Yeah.
No, then you eat a dry spot, then you.
This is the crazy thing is that we've not even started to chat about your comedy life yet. And this is our first Vyldite Friday. We spoke about the Vyldite section for like 7 minutes.
It's fail on the inside, and that's what.
So where are we
guys.
gonna go eat?
We are going to Cozy Corner.
Oh, I love Cozy Corner.
So Cozy Corner has like a sturvy. It's not a sturvy Gatsby. Yeah, it's a sturvy Gatsby because it's a Gatsby in every sense, but it's sturvy because it's held together.
Yeah.
It's presentable. They make it.
How do they hold it together? You know the story about Cozy Corner. I love Anissa's.
Yeah.
And it's across the road.
Yes.
And it was there first.
Yes.
Right? And so when I see Cozy Corner, I always go like, I'm not in Cape Town enough to take chances on new things. And new things, by new things I mean, but Cozy Corner's been there for probably 10 years already.
10 is an understatement. Those are institutions in Cape Town.
Yeah.
So for me, Anissa's, if it's a Vienna parcel, then Anissa's has my heart.
Yeah.
Right? But for me, when it comes to Gatsby, Cozy Corner's my.
Is it the what? I've got a friend.
So, but then you get the fail with, guys, and I say fail is not a bad fail is like fail is still good. You know what I mean?
Fail is the failer the better if it's a good fail.
Yes.
It's like fast food, it's dirty food.
Yes, it's a golden dish.
Yeah. The failest fail then.
Yo, the failest of
with a steady stampy 3 o'clock.
No, not even steady. You see
a
steady stampy? No. It's
what?
a cabana.
A cabana? My bro,
cabana.
You guys do Cape Town then. I'm from P, it's a cabana.
It is a cabana, I'm not gonna lie. But I mean, I grew up on the sturvy side of Cape Town. It's a cabana still to me.
Cabana.
But that is actually the key.
Oh, that's a very good time.
It's a delight. Can you so the tradition or for a lot of people of Cape Town is gala, and then afterwards it's golden dish.
Yes.
So it's on the bonnet because the bonnet keeps it warm. That's like right. So that's why you eat
rules.
off the bonnet. There's rules to the thing. If chips fall off, it is anybody's chips. That's the rule of Gatsby.
Yeah.
Whoever put the most in can have the biggest piece. He also gets dibs on the thing.
Okay.
What else is there?
I didn't know, because I didn't grow up with these rules.
Yeah, and if you put the least by, you must pour for everybody. That you are the bartender, and that's how you make up for not spending.
These are firm rules, eh?
It's very firm.
And tell me now, do you and you can only cut a Gatsby up to 4 pieces.
4. If you're going 5, then you have one friend that you must leave. You have someone that that shouldn't be in the love club anymore. You leave him at home. Don't bring him to the jail, because if there's a 5th one, he must go find a group of 3 and he must enjoy his own Gatsby on his own day. I must buy a parcel of chips because this bro wanna eat more. So
tell me, when did you start in comedy?
Yo,
I know it's a little bit after me.
I think
2012, 2014. Sorry.
I think I'm like 7 years now, 8 years.
No, so 2013.
Yeah.
I'm a 2012 boy. So yeah, it's about right.
Yeah.
It's about right. So we did sort of at the same time do the thing.
It was very weird between the two of us, eh?
Why?
I feel like the industry and even just us, we put each other against each other.
Yeah, but in the beginning you always do that.
Yeah, no, but that's what I mean. Like,
yes,
you just go.
You mentally start. You look at who's the Owens that are the Maniera Owens.
Yeah.
You don't care about the rest.
Yeah.
You pick the 4 or 5 players.
You just like.
And you go, okay, now these are the guys. And so even if you don't like even if you like each other.
Yeah.
There's a competitive thing going on.
Yeah.
Me and Stuart were speaking about it as well. And then once you pass that, you start realizing, but this is not necessary.
Yeah. You
can collaborate and be better together. That's what happens.
It's a thing of also like you realize, I think at the point of you going like God's plan, where you go, no, that's not my plan.
Yeah.
Your plan is to go do that ad, to go do that corporate, to go travel there.
Yeah.
My plan is to go do other stuff. But I think that's the great thing of comedy. Like you start very tight.
Yeah.
And then everybody just finds their own career.
Finds their own way. There was a lot of people I felt like that with. Like, I felt a pressure.
Yeah.
You know? And it was whatever it was, my head or so. So there was a lot of people that I felt like, it's competitive. It was, and some people make it competitive out of nowhere and make it extra. You know what I mean? So I was like, Madinga was like that in the beginning, because me and Madinga, and I don't even think Madinga thought about me.
Yeah.
You know? But in my head, I'm like, this is the bra.
You know what it was? That first year we were all nominated.
Yeah.
It was you, me, Madinga, and
Madinga. Was it Glenn? Was Glenn in? Yes, probably Glenn.
It could have been Glenn.
You, me, Madinga, Glenn. Yeah, it was us.
Yeah,
And then-
Madinga took it, no?
Yeah, Madinga took everything. I from the beginning, I was like, we would do competitions, you know, like you start out and you do these weird comedy competitions.
Ooh,
I hated it. And those days it was the Nando's comedy competition. Remember the one where if you win, they don't give you real help. They say you can go perform on this international level act, which was basically just like a local a festival where they brought 2 international ones over. That's where, listen to this, Madinga starts like a month or 2 after me. I'm in the thing, me and him.
After you also.
After me. So I'm here, friends with the bruh, but I'm also like becoming competitive because this is how my juices flows. You know what I mean?
Also, because
humans are like
it's
that.
also the thing of when you start comedy, no one teaches you like it's you mustn't
fine.
compete. Because everywhere else in the world, it feels like you must compete.
Yeah, it takes you a couple of years to figure out, but no man, it's actually that's always just good, and I can also be good, and we can all share the same audience.
Yeah.
You know. So then Madinga wins that thing, and it was terrible because it was like me or him. It was the other Owens were just like 3 steps behind us, and then Madinga wins. Then the next week I go and watch. You know what? The consolation prize is. You can have tickets to go watch the brother that beat you in the show. But then I watched Madinga and I was like, and the weird thing about Madinga is that my brother and his brother went to university together, and we had a lot of friends in common, and quickly I was like, and then he went on stage, and now I always tell people, Loisa Madinga was the best thing that happened to my comedy career, because if I'd won that thing, the next week I would have been on this Nando's thing.
Yeah.
This bra was there. He didn't even have his 5 proper yet. You know, he just got the 1-5. 5 minutes. Now he's there, and it's, ladies and gentlemen, Little Rel is next. And ladies and gentlemen, who's that bra from? Like a lot of international acts. I met Little Rel at that thing, selling DVDs outside, boss. Little Rel, my ex-boss, my day job boss, took me to... She went with me because she was like very enthusiastic that I'm doing this. She vibes with me. Outside at the Soweto Festival, it was in Soweto, the theater, you know that theater there. Outside, Little Rel was just on stage. He's outside in the foyer, just him. 20 DVDs. She was American. She says, you know why this bra is gonna win? Because he's willing to do things other people aren't.
Yeah.
Jump forward 10 years. Look at him now.
I saw him at Just last year. Then you go, okay, I get it now.
Yeah, and also he owns his own room there.
Yeah.
It's dope. But anyway, then it's all bullshit, the competition. Really.
But you know what the thing about a competition is that you're giving it gives you a whole lot. You put in your whole body, your soul, your mind. You give it for that 2 weeks before the competition. It's everything you give it.
Yeah.
Then you perform and you murder, and then someone says no.
Yeah.
It's
a subjective thing.
Yeah, that's the other thing. Also but that's I think also early in comedy you don't understand that comedy is subjective.
Yeah.
And you just go, they might not like me because they don't like this thing.
Mm.
And it's not that I'm shit, it's just not my thing.
Yeah.
Because we've both performed in rooms where you just go, it's not my.
This is not my place.
Yeah.
These people are not me. This is
when I did ER comedy.
Yes.
Which is a predominantly vernac show.
Yeah.
Everything vernac.
Yeah.
And then I was the one brother that was not. I was like straight English.
Yeah.
Was my vernac, not the vernac. Anyway, and it was just like, it's not tonight, eh?
Yeah. I had the same experience at a Marsha Bella gig. Now, the vernacular one's always very kind to me and get me on. And Marsha Bella said, come, perform. Marsha Bella, a small show was 3,000 people.
Yee.
So you go, I must get involved here because I also want to be famous and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
I there, go on, I'm doing English, everyone's in vernac or in their language. Brah. You know when people are tolerating you, they're waiting, you're like an interval. They're waiting for you to pass and giggling, and then the next bra come on, who's just started comedy, but they're ridiculous laughs. Then I was like, I'm not everyone's cup of tea, and I'm not supposed to be. This is not how the world works.
And it's a thing of if you go to a music festival, you don't give everybody on the lineup the same amount of love because music's subjective as well.
Absolutely. But when they say competition, because it's in the human chemistry to we all, even the bra that says to you, no, I'm not competitive, he's the worst one.
Yeah.
He's the one.
Because he's holding it back.
No,
He's lying to you.
Oh, it's like at school when they say, did you study? I didn't even study last night. Those are ones.
Oh, I really didn't study, eh? Like, I
For
only,
comedy, I really did it. I reckon.
you know, like I only found at the beginning of the year, or I got diagnosed, is that I have ADHD, right? Then I was like, because growing up, I thought, no, I'm just a lazy lighty. No, I can't fucking focus. Sorry, can we say?
You can do whatever you want.
I don't know what the people think of me.
No.
But it's the thing I go like, so, yeah, so I just realized like I can't focus, like I can't sit down and like proper rehearse shit. That's why like acting is not my thing. Can you act?
I feel like there are moments where I surprise myself. I go, Jesus, that was. You know, I'm better in dramatic things.
Yeah.
When they ask me, be funny, I like to think a thing through first. I can't be just a fool.
I think I can be a fool, but I must be Yaaseen being a fool. I mustn't be someone.
Jeremiah being a fool. Yeah, acting a part.
Yeah.
I can't like. So the worst things that I've gotten a lot of. I've got a TV show coming out now with Casper, right?
Yay.
Lekker, but that was lekker because it's a comedian and understanding comedians. He just let us be, right?
Nice.
So it is funny. But most of the time when I get like an ad, like I got a ad for a funeral company that some people. I'm not gonna mention.
Yeah, because they must pay to get mentioned in here also, guys.
They slapped me a script. But bro, you know the worst part is to get paid a lot of money to do something you don't know or smart to do at all. Now you gotta go there. These are a kak series, not a comedy set, guy. Your body starts reacting. I'm starting to get like itchy. That's the worst.
I've done also. It was a banking ad. The ad didn't even. That's how bad I was. Looking back now, it's so bad.
Did they pay you?
Yeah,
wonderful.
But not full because they only pay the day rate because it didn't even get there. But the problem is that it was financial terms that needed a lot of focus. Like you needed to rehearse, and you can't get the words wrong because it's a
because
contract.
it's a binding thing. Yeah.
You can't say it's almost like getting money. It's actually getting money.
Yeah.
So the thing of and I realized
Butchered
like
him.
it's really not for me. Like I have those lines.
I find that when I speak, because I get to speak to comics a lot, and it's a very similar experience. Both of you are me and you are sharing. It's the same. I feel a lot of guys have the same vibe, like except for the guys like Glenn and Skulky that are actors that have become comedians.
Yeah.
But the comics that started comic and we try to act is horrible for us.
There's only a handful of us that can actually make the transition and do it well also.
Don't get me wrong, I love a good piece if it's an understanding right up front that you don't, I can do the script but don't make me go, you said ease instead of you must say that. Ooh, my seal. And that thing about being ADHD,
you probably are too. I'll tell you.
I definitely am. I was suckling at university. One day, an auntie came in a psychology course that I took just as a side thing because I was doing a BCom.
Yeah.
So I'd be great at the math and then struggle to focus and all this. Auntie gives us all a speed test, like if we're ADHD, because she did a talk on it. Papa, hey, this thing says you are work in it. I write to the student council. I say, listen, can I do a proper? Where do I do a proper test? They put me on Rutland.
Bruh.
And let me tell you, when they put me on Rutland, I didn't even tell my family because I felt like it was like, yo, bro. Because no one had a liquor understanding. We're talking about year 2000. Rutland, they almost laugh at you. They put me on Rutland, bruh. It's like an anchor dropped into my ass. I sit, bruh. It make you numb.
That first week that I got the medication, right? I was alone at them and I watched the movie and I didn't check my phone. I was at home, didn't check my phone. Do you know how wild that is?
That's crazy.
To just be like, this is the thing that I do.
It's crazy. That's why for people like you and me, it's so important to do things we love. Otherwise, we'll really never become extremely, exceptionally good at anything. Because you have to. Some people, like I've got family members that hate what they do. But that are so focused, they're great at it.
Yeah.
Me, if I don't smack it,
I don't think I could get a job now, eh?
No, you can't. It's over for you. You must make your way here now.
Hey, I would tell a boss he's more like this first day.
What did you do before for stand?
You know what's funny? Like looking back now, everything tied into with like the ADHD shit because I could never find my place in the world. I worked at Clicks for a year, right?
Yeah.
At first I was at university, dropped out final. I still have.
Where did you go?
I was at UWC. I have one semester to finish. One semester, 2 courses, just 2 courses. Then I'll have the degree. But I can't.
A degree in what?
In Psych and English. It was a double
Bruh,
master.
go slap that thing. 1 course a year.
I can't. I realize now it's really not my wheelhouse to focus.
Yeah.
I paused.
Not on that.
Yeah. No. Just even like to sit down and write the fucking paper. I could never do that. Studying. I was pausing just because I could pick up. I take in information quickly, so I could write papers based on what I could pick up. But I could never go home and study.
No, and you know what? I relate to you on so many levels now because like I'm the same. I could never go back. It's a miracle that I got this BCom degree, right? Because and subsequently I worked in corporate for 11 years before I became a full-time comic. And you know what happened? You know how many times I've been offered by a boss that smarks me and could see that I was gonna leave for comedy? No, go do your MBA.
Hey.
We'll pay for it.
Hey.
Business school calls buyer John Christmas. I asked John, who do you think could handle an MBA? They say, no, because they want to try it out. John says, call Alfred, Adriaan. They call me. I go, not a fuck. No, thank you. Never, ever, ever. I will never go back. Book in a pen. You have 2 hours to finish. Yeah. I'm done.
It's a no. So I worked at Clicks. I was an assistant photographer for my sister for like a year or two. Then I worked for another company where I was an actual photographer and a graphic designer. I learned to edit videos as well. That was like part of that. Then I worked for Stats SA.
Yes.
I worked for them for like a year or two. So first, again, going to the houses, do the actual surveys of the people. Then afterwards, I went to they got me into the office to like sit and analyze information and stuff. Then after that, I went into diamond grading. You know that
diamond grading.
You know that thing.
Diamonds. Like
with diamonds, I have a qualification in diamond grading. Like I can actually tell you, this is the colors, that kind.
What?
This is how it's that thing with colored people where they go, now organize your job, come, I know someone that can organize. Anyway, then at one point my dad was like, we can he's in insurance, so he organized my job at Sanlam. It was a learnership. So you work in the day, study at night. Problem was I wasn't studying at night, I was doing comedy. Which is a problem because you just go, I felt like Batman.
Yeah.
Because in the day you're sitting by a desk, boring, no one knows who the fuck you are. At night
you are Yaaseen Barnes.
At night I'm doing funny. That year I was doing Funny Fest, right? So it's Baxter, so it's me, it's Riyadh, it's Trevor, it's Nick, and Mark. That's
Trevor Gumbi or Noah.
It's that 5 is the lineup, and me.
You hear with Trevor Noah at night.
Riyadh.
The people bump into you at work and go, bruh, didn't you do?
No, they would be like, you look fine. And they walk on because they just like, it can't be this boy in the office. And it was the wildest experience because you just like, that's when the moment I realized like, I can't, like I have to. Then I had to write my exams, which gives you basically qualification in insurance. I can't remember that thing. And then it was also the week that I got called for the Comedy Central special. The religion one.
Yes.
Yeah. Then I had to decide on a Friday night, do I want to go do comedy or do I want to get a qualification? And then I was like,
Yaaseen Barnes was born that night.
Do you tell your colored parents, I don't want your qualification, shukran for your paycheck every month, but I'm actually going to go do this thing.
And your body's been doing well.
Yeah. Like that thing of when he's
giving you this
thing. He organized everything he made. Like he set it up for me that it's the thing, you're going to have the job here.
Oh, God.
He also has his own company, so it would mean that...
You straight in the brokerage.
Yeah.
Winning and winning. Uitgesoord.
Then I was like, I'm going to... But
how did they take it?
That thing of... My mom understood. My dad didn't understand for a long time. Because he was like, if this is your thing, then you must work. Like, this is T's and C's. I'm giving you like a year and you must push.
What is up with people in this giving up a year thing?
I get it.
A year. It's not a long
It's
time.
not in comedy. It's not. But it's a thing because I was also still living there by them, and then it's a thing of like I'm really grateful that they took the chance because I have a career now. But just that thing of like the proper. You know what the thing was for my dad. So I grew up being for art's son. You know? Then comedy really took off. Then he became Yaaseen's father.
Did he enjoy it though?
Oh, the man loves it.
Yeah, that's good.
He's genuinely like,
That's fantastic.
You know, my son is a comedian. And they're like, yeah. But that's so that was like a big, I think, like a shift for him to go like, the community knows who I am and what I do.
Yeah.
And then he was like, okay, if people know, it means it's picking up. And then
my buddy is a local legend. I will always be Aaron's Lighty in Henkie. But now I've just become Aaron's famous Lighty.
Yeah. Yes, it's that.
It was the same for me, like when I had to tell my, because dude, when I left my job, I was on a medical aid.
Yes.
Yay! I was everything they wanted me to become. I was my own apartment. I paid for a bond. Oh fuck! It made them very happy. Then I went one day, Daddy, I'm doing stand up now. He goes, oh, that's nice as a hobby.
Yeah.
Why? But Daddy, they're paying me 300 rand. He says, oh, lekker. But you must remember, you have a day job. I also sleep at night. Do this on the weekends. Then I said, Daddy, I take a picture. Grand. He's like, that's nice. Now you see, you pay your rates for that money. Like a very practical man.
Yeah.
Then, Daddy, they're paying me X amount. He says, really? So much? For talking cock? Then he goes, yeah, that's fantastic, but you must just make sure that you... Then it becoming consistent.
Yeah.
The checks got big. And it was a day he shifted. He went, you must just tell the people at work, this is also now what you do. And that they must understand that you must take days off.
It's a thing of like, it's also wild because they never grew up being able to dream.
These possibilities weren't a thing.
It blows my mind because if I think of how it's blowing their mind to go, yo, my son, because I genuinely feel like if my dad could do comedy, he would do comedy. Like my dad is hilarious.
Yeah.
Like he's known as the family functions by friends or so. He's the uncle that
you have become what he probably would have been.
But he could never imagine the thing that I'm doing. Even it was never in their wheelhouse, which is I think to make it a little bit political, that's the sad part of apartheid, that it stole dreams.
Absolutely.
It stole dreams they never knew they could.
Absolutely. I look at my father now. My dad was so many things in his life. He's like a contractor and he was a successful. He put buildings up. He can build things. People are still shocked when my dad rocks up and goes, no man, you're doing that wrong. And then he was a shop. My father owned a bobby like this for 40 years. We still own the buildings. So... It was he wasn't that was like, okay, no, this is what I do. So I think about him, and I think if he had no apartheid to hold him, what could he have become? Because the brother didn't stop him. He did aluminium work for a long time. He was also adaptive. He's like, I'm a bricklayer. I'm getting cement poisoning. This is not working for me. I need to find another thing here. I'm doing aluminium work now. And then he becomes successful as an aluminium worker. Then he goes, this hard work is not for me. Let me start a shop. Starts a shop. My father did so many things, and I think within a really confined space, you think about all these people like your buddy and them. So sad.
It's very sad, but that's why it also makes me work fucking harder because I go, I must do it for him. I must do it for them to see like this is the thing. So like I get all these dope opportunities, and then I take my dad or my parents with to some of the events, and they
gobsmacked.
They can't understand like. Yo, the people know you.
They know you and they're coming and you're going, Mr. Barnes, do you want a water? And
and they're like, how much is it? It's fine, Daddy, don't worry.
Tell them who you were.
So, it's small gifts that come with the job that I get to share with the family. Yeah.
That's nice. Let's go catch this chow quickly and we'll be back. This is going to be a great one because I normally don't speak this much in the competition.
Really?
No, I let the Owens.
So we're going to drive and talk more. We have time.
Got a lot to and someone cancelled.
It's a 2-part episode, guys.
Yeah, doing a double. Hey, we're back. That chow was top.
Where?
At Eggman. I didn't expect the egg. And it was like, because where I come from, we don't do Gatsby's. Port Elizabeth has a place called La Fiesta, and there's another one called Deli Snacks, and those are legendary spots. And there we do, at La Fiesta, you do a whip roll or a chop roll.
What's
A whip roll is a chop roll with a Vienna. And then at Deli Snacks, you do the shawarma or the burger. But when they say it's a special, then there's an egg on it.
So for us, yeah, I'm there now. You know when you when every two sentences is a burp, you're just like
Yeah, you know it's there.
yeah, I'm there now. Yeah, for us we just go full house. Then it's egg and cheese.
No, that egg was delicious. I love these two shops. I love eating it.
Yeah.
There's another one trying shame.
You know what? And I don't know if you know, like so there's this economic or principle of, if you have one coffee shop, it will do well. But if you have two next to each other, they will both do even better.
Yes.
Because it will just get shared.
Yes.
So here, especially in Wynberg, we've seen like Anissa's and Cozy Corner, who exist in great spaces, but now there's other places all opening.
Yeah.
Which means it becomes a hub. More options, more people come here, and everybody wins.
Absolutely. No, that's a thing.
So there's Easy Burger that also opened here opposite as a friend of mine.
Yeah.
It was so wild. I don't know if you also have it, where you see people you know from high school, and then they do stuff, and you're like, nah, lick 'em, man. Especially when you didn't see them as that.
Yeah.
Maybe people see you like that now, or us like that.
I'm sure they do.
I speak a lot also, you must forgive me.
No, this thing is about you speaking. These people don't know anything about me. I know, just recently, 2 years ago, at an India function, at a corporate event, they don't normally have entertainment. They have a big event, but they don't normally have entertainment.
Yeah.
And some of the staff, for some reason, were like supporters of what I do. And
Fans is a weird word, eh?
I don't like the word.
I hate the word fans.
Short for fanatic. And if someone's fanatical about me, this is not a healthy thing.
Yeah. So supporters, is that the word we're going with?
Yes.
Okay.
So I'm going for supporters. But anyway, so my supporters went, and they went, and it's Afrikaans people. They saw me at a show, and they went to the CFO, who was like the duck boss there, and they go, listen, come on, please give us a budget. We want to get like a comedian. He's amazing, and he goes, okay, well, we don't normally do these budgets, but what's the comic's name? And they said Alfred, Adriaan, and he started laughing, and he went like, just wait, picked up the phone, he's like, hello, my brah. And it's a goth, and me and Asa went to high school together, and he was obviously like, now very impressed that the CFO knew me. And so I did the event, and then it was sort of now to park, because it was like now I have to chill, because I knew the brah.
I don't like that, eh? When I must stay off the gigs. Like, it's just, I came to work, and then I just want to go home, please. It's very rarely that I stay after a gig to just be like, yeah, I'm gonna chill. Especially at corporates. Comedy gigs, I can love the comedians, it's fun.
No, because people don't get this. It's like a lot of, people think I'm having a skit, but it's not the case. I'm in the room watching DSTV. As soon as I can get there. You know what I mean? Because drinking with a client can only go bad.
Yeah.
You know, it can't be up. He's gonna say something stupid. You're gonna say something, you know.
It's especially because they also think they're funny.
Yeah.
Now they say things that's awkward. Now it's coded to racist, coded to sexist. Now you must be like,
let's leave that illusion between us.
Yeah.
It's lovely. And also, like, people don't book you again because you brasa. I've learned that.
Yeah.
Be fantastic at the comedy.
Yeah.
Be fantastic at the comedy.
We had that conversation with Luis Ugola on Saturday.
Yes.
And since then, I've been changing already things that I'm going to do, like with this year. Of like, I'm cutting down this, because I know what I want now. I want to write the show. I want to be funny and just be funny.
Yes.
Everything else will come from it. Like last year, I focused a lot on brand stuff, so I was doing like a lot of out stuff.
Yes.
Now let's go back to funny.
Yeah. So this is a nice way to get into this. This is a question I've always had. How did you become? You're like a big social media phenomenon. Like, you jumped from, just like, when I look at the following you have now, it's huge. How did that come about, and why do you think you've had so much success?
I'm a child of the internet. This is the thing. So I am a nerd. right? Like when I say nerd, I don't do sport. I can't do sport. I don't do it because I can't do it. That's my reason. So I basically was raised on PlayStation video games, and then also like I had a friend that had internet at home, so we always used to go to him and just be on the internet. Like meme culture was like we were on meme culture before Facebook was a thing. Like I have Facebook for quite a long time now, and then when Twitter came around, it was that also. So it's a thing of each social platform is a language.
Yeah.
So you go, like we first understood Facebook, then we had Twitter came around, then Instagram, then our parents learned how to speak Facebook.
Yeah.
And now that's what they do.
Yeah.
So Twitter for me was a thing where I was like, yo, I like this character limit because I can do a joke in this thing. I can be my funny here.
Yeah.
Then Gino Fernandez was actually the one that was like, yo, why don't you try this on stage? Do this. In my mind, I fucking sit at home and I tweet. Yeah. That's where my joke exists. I get retweets, comments, get it there.
Is that how you... Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Is that how you started in stand-up?
Yeah.
How did you know Gino then?
So my sister went to college with Gino, right? But also in the first year of my Twitter, it picked up quite a bit. And this is again, so when Twitter was very much smaller.
Yeah.
So like, colored people wasn't on Twitter yet. That's how wild Twitter was. Yeah. Like it was just South Africans were also a very small number.
Yeah.
And and then I basically would do gags on there, and that would be a thing. And then I think Gino followed me. Gino was like, "Yo, come to us on stage." Because people would ask me, "Yo, are you a comedian?" Like they would reply to my funny things, going, "Yo, are you a comedian?" It's like, no, it's not my thing. It was never my dream to do comedy.
Yeah. You were still there learning how to become a diamond grader.
Yeah, a diamond fucking grader. And then, then I somehow, I think when you start comedy, you like naive and you stupid. Like you go, I don't know what this thing must come. My mission that I did it was, because I was just like, I'd like to tell my children that their father tried comedy. That I remember that line being in my head. Tried comedy. And that feeling of the laugh, yay! So I watched this one interview, BBC's Laugh. I don't know I can't remember the name. Anyway, the lady goes, it's called the joke coke. To the first joke, and you get that laugh, and it becomes like fucking cocaine. I've never done cocaine, but you start chasing that thing like, give me some of that. Just give me 5 minutes. Can I just get? You travel for hours to just get
5 minutes of that.
And it might be good. It might be a
nice
bad
way of saying it.
So it's the joke that gets you, and I just go, that was my thing. And then so the first few times I did it, I was telling stories. Then Irshad Mohammed, who followed me on Twitter, was just like, yo, just recite your tweets. Just read your tweets. Don't do stories. Do the thing you do online. You're funny for that.
Yeah.
Because I thought comedy must be done like stories, like your delirious that we knew.
Yeah.
And then then I just figured it out, like, yo, the short joke format is my thing,
bruh. And that was that. And you're still there.
Yeah,
you still do one-liners.
It's the thing.
Have you ever tried to do a sets where you don't do a one-liner?
Stories. I've done stories and things, but a lot of my story build-up is one-liners that build up into stories.
Yeah.
So I've had like political views and stuff like that, but it was all still one-liner format. And Jimmy Carr says it where he goes, "Your style chooses you. You don't choose the style."
Yeah.
And I think it's also the ADHD that just goes, yo, you only think like this. Fucking give the people that.
Yes, absolutely. And when I watch you, I go, in my time, there's been two fantastic one-liner comics. You and Dylan Oliphant.
Yeah.
And then Dylan Oliphant has now become a storyteller.
Yeah.
He doesn't really do the one-liners anymore. So I'm like, it's you because it's such a difficult way of doing stand-up. It is, in my mind, the most difficult form of stand-up comedy, in our sort of genre space. Because I go, it's a lot of fucking jokes to make up an hour.
Yeah. So
to make up 5 minutes, how many gags is there?
So 5 minutes is about, you're looking at like 50. You could do like 50 if you do it. If you pace yourself, you could do 50. Then if you're looking, if you're doing an hour, you're eating like 600 or something. Actually,
5 minutes is 50.
Yeah, but it's also that thing of if you're doing an hour, you need to you need to pace yourself because you can't just do short. You must break it up into segments. You must do things that allow you to space it out and not have people's ideas go pa pa pa. Because once they start catching a rhythm, people will let go of it. They'll go, huh? It can be a hilarious joke. They go, huh? Because you feel as that rhythm. So at some
so
point,
then it becomes like you have to jolt them a bit.
Yeah. So you have to figure out dynamics that you can do other things in. But also for me, I go, there's so many ways to do comedy as well. There's like, you can do pictures that's fucking comedy. You can do acting that's comedy. You can do ads. You can do ad breaks in your fucking show and still call it comedy. You can do sketches and shit.
Yeah.
So that's where I do Tokak. I don't know if you've seen that.
No, I haven't.
So Tokak is myself, Kenwin Davids and Simon Ojol.
Okay.
And the three of us, it's like a whose line is it anyway? But colored.
Okay.
So the thing of that's another place I get to do another version of my comedy as well. Sorry, I forgot to tell you. I'm just drop off my tackies that must be clean.
Perfect. Let's get an ice cream.
Okay, like.
Yeah, I'm gonna get because I made the suggestion, so can't even blame it on you guys.
Also, you in Cape Town. I feel like Cape Town and ice cream is a thing.
You must get ice cream. Yeah,
even in winter, ice cream is a thing.
Bruh, ice cream is a thing. I don't care if I've been in cold countries and got ice cream. I'm like, who are you that don't want ice cream? Who are you to say no to ice cream?
Yes, even me and my lactose intolerant stomach, I still eat that ice cream. I don't care.
I'm lactose intolerant as well. This never bothered me.
Yeah, it must just be the ice cream must be the last thing I have before I go home though.
Is it?
Because it's the reason I go home.
Oh, the only problem I have with lactose is some sort of a milk-based thing they put in a USN protein shake. That's the end of the day for me.
Yeah.
And I'm like a puffer fish. It's over.
Bruh, I did this show called Steakback. No,
yeah.
It's
I know Sterkbeck.
Yeah.
I was supposed to sort of we spoke, but it never happened.
So I do Steakback and I can't. I'm an insult to my community because I can't eat strong food. I'm Nando's mild.
Really?
Yeah. Actually, I'm lemon and herb and mild if I'm feeling risque. That's my level that I'm at. So this show invites me, and I think, hey, maybe I can do it. It's strong food that is mooring my stomach. And what do they give me? Steady Stumpy. That's also gonna moor my stomach. Yo, I cancelled work because it was like vegetable soup coming out of my bum.
Oh,
a visual.
A visual. What? They actually he gets his wings from a guy in
Side wing.
Yes, brilliant spot. Brilliant spot.
They eat us with that last one is like a mango.
Yeah.
Me with a mango.
I had that. It's warm.
It's sweet. For 2 minutes it is delicious.
And then it kicks. It's a latent heat.
When it's just heat coming out of your ears, you can feel your breath is burning your mouth also. It's just
where is Side Wing again?
They're in Crossy Park.
Yes, and they are on the this is a guy that makes amazing food out of his neighborhood.
Yeah.
It's just like a house.
It's just a garage. And that's the thing. But this is the thing that Cape Town, I don't know if the rest of the country is doing it, but I know Cape Town's really pushing it, is where local, like our food is being made by us and for us. And we're not moving out to go send it out and we're enjoying it. It sounds like a very weird thing, but
it's good. It's cool though. There are things in Cape Town that's why I keep on saying is like people make amazing things, but it's like they're allergic to the money. Like, no, we're gonna keep it in the garage.
Yeah.
Everyone comes to you. I was like, can you imagine if this thing was in the waterfront?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But you see also this place is like the waterfront that don't want the people also. Guys, we're gonna be open about it. So there was a guy who had a shop on the waterfront and his lease came to an end. And he was like, yo, he's been there for years. He puts numbers, Smokies.
Yeah.
Not Smokies, Smokies, Woodies. Woodies was on the waterfront.
Okay, what do they make?
Amazing burgers, if not of the best, also in Cape Town.
Yeah.
And it was pulling numbers, it was doing great. Came time to renew the thing. And then they were like, no, they've got someone else to take the space. And he was there for years.
What?
And he's, Muslim color, bruh. And they were like, no, there's no space. And then he had to move.
Something is wrong.
There was other things. There's other politics that happen in Cape Town. This is the other.
Yes, we deal with that, yeah.
And so it's just that thing of you can make a great product, but sometimes there's other things that come with it.
I'll tell you a story that happened in Johannesburg at a mall that will definitely sue me if I told you the name. But anyway, very big mall. Think about a very big okay, in Joburg and so forth. And this mall told what is it? Chicken Licken. Chicken Licken wanted to open in the mall, and this mall apparently told Chicken Licken, we don't want those people here.
Yee.
Chicken Licken is one of the biggest chicken wing spots in Joburg. Then, because they wanted to change that whole perception that they're just in certain areas, and then they moved into the north, and then the one in Bryanston, now, white light is in the morning, they know it now. It's for the
Also,
Babalas.
that thing of if you've seen Chicken Licken packaging, you know that it's class because it looks like the Louis Vuitton thing that they got
It's
going.
very
You see
fancy, and they put elastic on because it's chicken. And also, they don't play games. You pay 10 rand, they give you 57 chickens.
Yeah, it's at Chicken Licken. Chicken's for everyone. I hate that stereotype that they go, it's only for black people. No, guys.
It's for us all.
Who
Who doesn't like chicken? Listen, what is this?
There's a court order.
It's like a sneaker showing.
Yeah.
But they just clean sneakers or
they sell as well. You're going to go in and see now. You're going to lose your shit.
Bro, I love a techie shop.
Seeing whether then he's just like, is it right? Is it right?
It's okay to wear these. We're talking about sneakers. The sneaker shop was amazing. It's this thing. The sneaker shop was amazing. I feel like I've jumped into Yaaseen's day, which is fantastic.
Yeah,
I'm in your life.
The other thing is I like today because I can just make today a day.
Yeah.
So this is what I appreciate about the job is that I can just go, come.
Let's
You
do
know
this.
the thing of like,
Yeah.
okay, I'm going to do this today. I don't need to do anything else. I can
Yeah.
put things aside. It's fine. But sneakers is not my thing, but I really enjoy those that do enjoy it, and I enjoy the culture of it.
I do too, but I've also, like I said, I told him a story, and then my father asked me how much sneakers do you need? Because I had like 50 or 60 pairs. Then I was like, yeah, I'm being silly, and it's not like I'm collecting shoes. I'm buying things I smack in the moment.
Yes.
So it became ridiculous. So now I've stopped myself to like buying like in the old days. I'd buy 2 pairs of schoen I don't need on a day. Now it's now and then I'll go, it's time, I want a new pair. But like it's more like a once every year type of vibe.
Yeah.
When you collect things, I'd rather become obsessive about collecting something that holds its value.
Yes.
Like I understand Owen's collecting watches. Like Stuart is a watch collector. Kurt's got quite watches.
Yeah.
Who else there in Joburg's got like I know John has a couple of cool. But I know that those Owens know watches so deep and they can resell those watches for the same price. When you get tackies, I'm not that guy that's gonna keep them there. I'm gonna put them on to the. I want to show Owens. I want people to go, yo, the value gone in his mood.
The last time I collected stuff was Tazos. I can't collect hooters because
Yeah,
it's not a thing for me.
It's a hole, eh?
Yeah. It feels like that.
thing.
It's also a lot of attention you give to something else. I go,
an inanimate object.
yeah. Maybe I'm just lazy. Again, maybe I am just lazy and I can't. Yeah, Pokemon cards was a thing, and that was the last time I really collected Pokemon cards and Tazos.
So I don't even know which question we're on here, but anyway, so you got into comedy. You do you've done how many one-man shows now? One
Yeah, it's. I wouldn't even say I've done it yet. That's the thing, because I haven't done a run. I've done one nights, but it's never been a run. So I still haven't put in the production that I want to into my one man yet, if it makes sense. Because because when I do my one man, it's all the factors of me that I want in it.
Yes.
So far I've done an hour shows, which I've enjoyed, but it's never been my one man yet.
Yeah.
And
it's been all great mixtapes.
Yes, it's all mixtapes.
The album must still drop.
Yes, it's exactly that. I'm trying to think of hopefully by the end of the year I'll have my proper one man. I also feel like when you do the one man, it must be an experience.
Yeah.
When I do it, I want my book to be with it.
Absolutely, I hear you. You have to do it on your terms, because I put it off, and when I did it,
What year did you do yours? What year in comedy? I mean,
2 years ago, so 2018.
So you're like 6 years in.
I'm 8 years in.
Oh, okay.
You are 7 years in.
Yeah.
So yeah, and it's just the beginning. I still feel like very much always feel like I've got a lot to still do and learn, and it's only just begun.
There's many times I still feel like an open mic. Then I meet open mics and I go, no, I'm not.
Also, when you know you're not an open mic anymore, that moment where you headline everywhere. One, right, and number two is those hard days, those when the room is really tough, and people are dying on their chops, and you've got a set of skills that you know what I mean, like Liam Neeson, got a particular set of skills that you can use in this space, and then you pull this thing out of the darkness. Then you go, I've done things.
Yeah, it's that. And I've had it. I think last year, so you go through slumps in the year, right? Where you like some moments you like liquor on stage, some moments you just like you're a little laid back. And last year I was in a bit of a slump, and I went to an open mic gig, but open.
Yeah.
You know that open, like you see X and you just like like you pulling back the whole time.
Rough.
So I went up, and then I realized like, no man, I've got this thing. Then I was like, oh god, like I managed to work a room to find out like, that this room, it's not the room, it was the X.
Yeah, absolutely. And in 99, well, I would say 97% of the time it's the X.
Yeah.
You walk into rooms, you go, it didn't go well. It's normally me. I know it's me.
Yeah.
I go there because I've walked into many rooms where Owens go, you know what I like when people come up to you and say, listen, especially older comics that like feel but like, a little bit of a chip on their shoulder because they died on their ass. Then they go, listen, this is a listening audience. Hey, it's a listening. Don't feel bad when they don't laugh. I haven't gone on yet. I go, okay, listening, okay. Then I go on there and it's a crazy joke. Then come off and I go, this listening audience is loud. Eh? It's a listening audience.
But
it's you.
So I love when the new comedians tell me that shit, because then I go like,
you have no idea.
So all the acts, I'm still like, it's fine. I go, you guys have your thing.
Yeah.
But it's the younger acts where I go, let me show you what the joke sounds like.
Yeah. This is what it works. This is how it works. And then also what how have you been, because you are now Yaaseen in the world, in Cape Town especially, you got a lot of attention, you're a big name, a big brand here. And
you know that thing of it feels like you're always becoming still.
Yeah.
Like you never feel like you are, you still feels like you're constantly, because it's a thing of no one promotes you to your job, you just work the job.
You just work. There's no one.
So for me, when you say these things, I just go, yeah, but also
so because I'll tell you what happens to me, like people go to me when they hear I'm a comic, they go, do you know Yaaseen? Then I know, when do you know Yaaseen? You say you're doing comedy, but do you know Yaaseen?
It's so horrible when people come ask you about other things other than you.
Yeah, it's not you. We don't care about you. But do you know Yaaseen? So that is a thing, because was it immediate, or was it like a slow thing, or when is the moment for you started going, this is now, it's something now. It's not like you're beyond the point of being able to go back to any other job, really, like a day job.
Yeah.
You can't go back to the diamond thing now.
There's many reasons I couldn't go back. One, because
you're too famous, it'll be ridiculous.
It would be weird. I'm not gonna lie. But also the thing of like, once you start earning your own, you also just like, I want my own.
Yeah.
And the thing of like, I want this place in the world, I want to do this thing. I've also created a platform where I want to share the platform. So I want to do things where I can give back to people as well. I genuinely feel like I've taken on a responsibility where I have to go, there's some way or another I must give back. So I'm trying to think of what's the defining moment that I realized it. I'm still realizing it.
Yeah. Wasn't there ever a time where you walked through the mall, I'll tell you what happened for me. There was little things that started to, and it's not even close to what it feels like to be in your shoes. It was when my mother started texting me excitedly day in and day out about people stopping her.
Yes.
And asking her. They heard that she's Alfred's mother. Because I was like, it's the same with my father. It's the same thing you said. You were always her child. Now
Yeah.
she's your mom. So it was like, my mom was like, it was very cute when my special went on TV. She was like calling me every day. Ooh, yeah, weet jy? Maar ons is famous. Weet jy, by die funeral het daar 5 mense my gevra. Jy know,
it happens to my parents also. That, and I love that for them. Like
it's great. That's like I would be lying to you if I thought that. I love every second of those stories.
Yeah, because it's a thing. I just feel like it's such a. I don't know how to explain it, but this is the thing of my parents can share in the joy that I have for my job, and they can also enjoy it.
Yeah.
Then by all means they must have it.
Absolutely.
Because I can't always spend all my money on them. I spend a lot, but not all. But the thing of they can enjoy the outside stuff of it.
Yeah.
Like so, my dad. I don't know if you know, but on Sunday mornings he brings us to sisters.
Oh, it's a classic.
Yeah, right. So he
comes to your house. Knocks on the door. Here's a sisters.
He'll message WhatsApp me. He's like, "Yo, are you guys awake?" And he's like, "Okay, I'm coming now." Brings a
Does he live near you?
See, we live like 2 roads away from each other.
Okay.
But my dad goes to like all his kids and he goes to drop sisters. But
that's a beautiful thing, man.
It's an
How many kids are you guys?
So we 4 kids. So my one sister lives by my parents, and then the other sister's like 2 roads away, and I'm 2 roads away also. And the other sister's quite a distance. But Uncle Fuad goes. Bicycle sisters, Saturday night he orders it from the lady. Sunday morning
there's an auntie in a yard. Yeah.
And then he goes to pick it up, he goes to deliver. And it's such a gift for me.
So cute. So they package it individually for him. He just goes doof.
But that thing
is beautiful.
So I tell the internet like, yo, because I'm happy about it. So I tell the internet about it. Because I go, it's Uncle Fuad and it's sisters on a Sunday morning. What more do you want?
Yes.
So he's been known as Buddha Fuad for the sisters. When people see him and they go, Uncle, where's the sisters? Then he doesn't know where the
what
people
is
know.
What I'm talking about?
But it's that kind of things that I just, it's nice
cute,
that they get to share in those things as well.
That's cute. Fuck, that's great.
I'm just trying to think. The question bothers me now. When did I know?
Yeah.
Fuck. When did I know it was this is the career also?
Yeah. So sometimes like, you live through this thing, and I've always had this fear of gonna go back. I am now past the point of no return.
Yeah. For a long time, I felt like someone is going to tell me, "I need to stop this cuck. You've enjoyed yourself. Go back to the office now."
Yes.
Now I'm just like, they will never be the office. Like it has to work. There's no plan B.
There is no parachute.
And it's very scary. But I mean,
extremely scary. Do you worry about your pension?
Yes.
That's
and
my
no.
number one fear.
So
I'm gonna wake up at 60 and I have not enough money to live my normal life.
So I've been saving quite a bit.
Yeah.
So someone spotted me in the early days. Oh, so I did a comedy festival. Then after that, a lot of Cape Town businesses reached out, and the one was a financial advisor, and she was just like, "Yo, Yaaseen, you sorry, I can't remember his name now, but I remember him." And he was like, "Yo, have you thought about saving?" Then in my mind, I was like, "No, my guy, I'm gonna go back to the office tomorrow, but it's fine."
Yeah.
And then I started like a small savings plan and like a retirement fund and like a thing, like a few things. And it wasn't much, but I was just putting away.
A little is a lot.
Yeah. And that thing of just going like, that was the only debit order I had. It was those amounts. And then I was like, okay, it must go. I look every couple of months, I go look at the amount and I'm like, okay, it's still growing, it's still showing nice things. When I'm so and so, it will pay out. So inshallah, there will be something. I still fear for it. I really do fear for it.
Yeah.
But there's still something there also.
Yeah. But because I find that a lot of comics don't, a lot of guys like, I asked like, a lot of my friends, they go, those things will sort themselves out. But I'm like, no, you've got to sort those things out.
Now, that's the other thing.
Also, while you have 20 plus 30 maybe years to sort it out, because time, right? You must throw time at your money.
Sometimes I think about the money and the guys, and it bothers me. Then I just go, it's not my problem.
It isn't your problem. You mustn't make it. Also, like giving people advice is sometimes like the quickest way of people disliking you.
That's very true.
Yeah. But anyway, so with stand-up, what is because you've played some big stages, man. You have.
Yeah.
You've done some big stages. What is the biggest ones and what is the most rewarding ones you've played? Because I remember your first big one. Because I was like, this bro made it years. Comedy Central. That first one.
Yeah.
And I understood because of the religious connotations, because I had a Christian, an atheist, which was dope.
Yeah.
And you were fire on that thing. You still had did you have the slideshow?
Yeah, I had a slideshow over there also. That was the thing. I forgot about that feeling also. Because sometimes, so the other problem with comedy is that it happens, it's a job. So every day we go to a show, right?
Yeah.
For people, it's the thing they do for the month.
Yes.
Or even a few months. It's their special thing that they share with us. For us, it's a Monday morning at work.
Absolutely.
And you go...
When you start feeling that, like I was on set and I enjoy my job, but it doesn't feel like, oh my God, I'm on set anymore. It's like, that's like we're having a coffee shop. And
sometimes we get to overlook those things because it happens so often.
Yeah.
So sometimes I just go down my Instagram and I go see the old things that I've done, the nice shows.
Yeah.
I did the Durban Convention Center. That was, I think that was like 10. Was it 10? I don't know. I know it was a massive. No, it was like 8,000 people they had.
Was it a Kings and Queens?
It was a Kings and Queens show.
Yeah.
That was the biggest one I've done.
Those are massive, eh? They like, and the power lineups, like.
Yeah.
You're like in bed with the best.
But you know what the problem is that sometimes when I was on, the room was almost too big. It felt like, because you do the joke and it travels.
And then it bounces at the ball
so
at the back.
laughter travels, then it travels forward, and then it travels back. And you just like, it's such a...
Yeah. It's Blacks Only is the same.
Doing Blacks Only also was like, Blacks Only I did, and it was 6,000. And I'm just like, it was a lot. It's a lot to handle. Especially when you're playing small rooms and it's nice.
Yeah.
And then of the most fun shows I've done, so those are also two different things, because different rooms give you different kinds of love.
Yeah.
I think it was the first time I performed in Cooks.
Really?
So
whose gig was it?
Coley.
Okay, cool.
Coley's. I've
heard of him. I don't know him.
It was a small gig, probably like, let's say 40 people.
Yeah.
Right? And for me it was a big thing because I was a bit of a dick. It's the first time I performed in Cooks. I was like, I don't know if they're gonna understand my jokes. I don't know if the language is gonna be a barrier. If the
you walk in with all those fears. Yeah.
It's kind of built in racism that you also preconceived notions that comes with it. And I remember being there at 8 o'clock. The gig started at 8:30. It actually started at 9. Then they still had music play first. Then the other acts are murdering because they're all in vernac. I'm the only one that's the odd one. And I'm going later and later. I went on it like 10 maybe, and I was in the middle of the night. And I went there, and when I say laugh, like people got up and walked. You know the thing of when they laugh, they get up and they laugh.
Yeah, they took 2 steps.
Yeah, they come back. When you roast them, they're like, wow,
They love, like, if you get a vernac room to laugh, the level of laughter, you cannot compare to anything.
That shit's drugs. And that was like a moment for me going, I can do this thing on a bigger scale.
Absolutely.
And then it's also performing at like premium. That's one of my best hits also.
Yeah, in Mitchell's Plain.
In Mitchell's Plain. That's my vernac gig.
Yeah.
When I go,
that's where you can floss. You're flexing.
I can go
using references that you can't use in the waterfront.
Bruh, it's where I can walk up on stage and go, away, Nayas, and everybody goes, away. It's not that thing of Anaya is a bad word. It's just words my friends use. And it's just like, you know the rhythm of the people, you know the references.
You know I felt like that yesterday at Hanover Street.
Yes, Hanover Street is the same.
Because I was like, I can do no wrong here now.
Yeah.
But funny, for me, it's been a strange one because initially coming to Cape Town to do stand-up here, and you do Joburg, you're a paid actor, then you come and do open spots here.
Yeah.
So I came out here and I would do these open spots and I would be panicking, bruh. Yeah. Because I was panicking in front of my own people, I would die.
Yeah.
And then I realized the next night I'd wake, I was like, no man, this is now silly.
Oh, they closed here.
What is this? This is the nice
the creamery.
Oh, a creamery.
It's a great ice cream place in Cape Town, but we'll get there.
There's also a coffee shop down the road. You can just get a Vida. Oh well, a Vide. I don't know if you can say brands. It doesn't matter. And then you have to get out of your own way.
It's your head. Yeah. It's a lot of comedy. A lot of the times it happens in your own head, where you you've built up your own thing, and you need to, every time you play this stage, you go break it down. Just you realize like, no, these people are people, and we can be.
Yes, we can just roll.
And then Timbuktu is a gig that, one of the gigs that I run, or used to run at least, is also that thing where it's Muslim people, but it's just people being people.
Yeah.
And it's...
Yes, you have to get out of, and also like sometimes when you're I don't know what's your experience with writing. You've played out of the country.
Yeah.
So what is your experience with writing for international audiences?
They understand a lot more than we think.
Yeah.
That's what I realized. And like, there's a lot of changes, but there's also a lot more similarities than we understand. And also the thing of, we must go tell our stories. Like,
yes.
you can tell jokes, but sometimes you must also just go tell stories of like, because they want to know about you.
Yeah.
Not about, don't give me like the thing about men and women.
Yeah.
They go like, tell me about who you. How did you come to this thing of knowing men and women?
Yes. Also like, you don't have to be, Chappelle said that, you don't have to be hilarious all the time.
Yeah.
You must be interesting.
Yeah.
And internationally, they are very interested in what we are trying to tell them or where we come from. But also, I've noticed that a lot of places, I scare people a lot. It's like I have to, because I'm and I've got to
You're a big personality.
Yeah, I've got to tune it back a bit, warm them up, and then go, wah!
Yeah. And that's the thing. So that's also the thing that I think it was a thing I was quoted too intimidated by, like, especially you. Not especially you, but because we were talking about the thing of being on the same kind of level and stuff like that, of you would always hype the room mad up, like your energy takes them straight 100. I would go, let's slow down.
Yeah, now you gotta bring it back to your pace.
Yeah.
It's not better or worse, it's just your pace.
So Siv taught me that. I went to Rock in the Daisies in my second year, I think. Then Mumsy was on. Mumsy was murdering.
Yeah.
Like proper, these are bubble-ass people that were lying down. Mumsy made them stand.
That's a Mumsy audience, baby.
Mumsy made them stand with laughter. Then I had to follow that. And I was so new. I was like, I don't know what the fuck to do. Because I don't do that.
Yeah.
What must I do? Siv grabbed me.
Panicking.
Siv goes, bring them to your world. That's all you must do. Bring them to your world. Don't go to them. Bring them to you.
Yeah.
And that small words was actually a big thing. And that changed my notion on like, I must do me. I can't do you. I can't match your energy. I must do Yaaseen Barnes.
Yeah.
So, and that's essentially, every time I go on stage, I go, I'm going to do me and you will remember me for doing that.
Yes.
That thing of, it's a thing of going on a lineup and you go, everybody's colored, everybody's a male, and we all basically from a similar hood.
Yeah.
How do you stand out?
Yes.
What's the thing that they go home and they go, nah, they were all funny, but that bra, he did that joke and that was the thing. They go to work in the week and when they hear the word, they go, that bra made a joke about that thing. Then because you want signatures.
That is a beautiful thing. That is the thing you want. People to tell your gags like they were telling Trevor Noah gags.
Management. Don't bite me.
Yeah.
Vernacular.
Yeah. I'm a vessel. Mark Lottering.
It's that.
You know what I mean?
You want those things.
Yeah.
So that's what I try to give people where they leave and they go, we went to go watch a show, but we saw Yaaseen Barnes.
Yeah.
It sounds very arrogant, but that's essentially that's my thing.
That's absolutely what you want, and there's nothing wrong with wanting that. You know what I mean? Like it's you building a brand, man.
Or when people tag me on Facebook and they go, "This just sounds like a joke that you could have done," then I'm like, "Yeah, I exist in your head.
Yeah,
it's rent free, but I'm there.
Yes, I'm in your world now. That's the beauty of this thing.
Yeah,
and so like." We went to that talk with Gola, and Gola made me remember that it's okay for me to just want to be a stand-up, and not just because sometimes we're just chasing all these things that distract us from being amazing stand-up comics. And I go, when you travel to Montreal, you went to Montreal and you guys did sold-out shows in Toronto. I go, it makes you go, but the world wants what we've got here.
You know what's funny?
They just don't know how much they want it. You know
what's funny we did? So the show we did in Toronto was a lot of expats.
Yes.
Right? So I come out and I'm like, hi guys, assalamu alaikum, away. And they're all there for it. And I was like, yo, can I swear? Because I see old aunties, and the auntie's just like, yo, say the words. I'm like, what words? She said, just say it. I'm like, what must I say? I was like, your master. Everybody, yay!
We all, but there's no crowd. That's crazy. I said Bucky in Australia got a laugh. It's like, what? Shame.
Sorry, I'm talking very junk here, but I'm trying to.
Yeah, no. So the when we're gonna go in here now, and then we're gonna speak. When we come out, remember we're speaking about day 0.
Yeah.
And how that came together and all those things. Sharp. We're back after green juices. We left the ice cream because we don't want to take those risks.
Also, we just had ice cream, guys. You must look after yourself. I think that's where the green juice came in.
Absolutely. We just had there's a car keeps tightening just to check if I'm still here.
You say
It's
tightening.
wonderful.
I just sometimes need a hug, and then I start the car. Just if I'm not on stage, then I need a hug.
And
Or if I die,
sometimes when I come off stage,
that's also the worst. Sorry, dying and then the drive home.
the bath, you take yourself in your head. Oh man, I've died. What's your worst? I hate those questions.
The
Actually.
worst death?
I've had a lot of bad deaths. I died the other night at Rascals.
Is it?
On my
Nice.
ass. But we all did.
Okay, now then it's not so bad. You know what also hurts, nah? Is corporate dying.
Oh, bro. Especially when you're there for the day. Now you go, oh, it's not going well. It goes worse and worse and worse.
And I have your money already.
Oh, and it happens, eh?
I made a mistake like 3 years ago.
Yeah.
I booked a corporate in November. I booked it in March already.
Mm.
And they paid me all the money.
Spent it.
So by November, I was paid for free.
Oh.
Now I died for free because the money is gone. The feeling of the cash is gone.
I did, I've got one of those coming up where a person saw me at another wedding. Now, I don't like doing weddings.
I was gonna ask now, can you dial our weddings?
I dollar weddings, bro. And I'm great at it.
Yeah, but you've got that though. You've got that
I
thing.
hit a wedding 6 love. And because I'm so good at a wedding, years ago I used to go, no man, I don't want to charge people so much for weddings because it's not fair. Then I go, no, but they spend fortunes on the dress, fortunes on the cake,
flowers.
And me, I will make your wedding so that everyone forgets what happened except for the MC and the great time they had. So it's like, I'm worth a full rate for this.
Yeah.
And I also don't necessarily want to do your wedding. So I charge. And those people that have the money get that quality.
Yes.
If they don't have that money, then just get Uncle Jerome. He can do it. And you'll get Uncle Jerome quality. That's what it is. But I don't do that thing where I undercut myself anymore.
I've done like 1.5 weddings, I'll say. Like the one I MC, the other one was like a friend's thing. Yeah. And I just did not enjoy it. And it's also the thing.
It's a very personal thing.
Yeah. It's a thing that comedy will teach you, so you go, some things are not for you. You don't need to take on every gig.
And I don't jump at a wedding. I don't go, oh yay! I don't chase weddings down.
Yeah.
Because they are, when people spend their own money, the expectation is through the roof. When a corporate spends money, they're not emotionally connected to that money. So, when you perform, you understand that they don't hurt like that. But you can ruin their story. In their head, you ruin their wedding forever.
Yeah, yes.
So it's a lot of pressure, and therefore, they must pay for the pressure you're going through.
And your comedy in the sense of like you do like relationships things, you do uncle auntie things, life things. Yeah, you talk about life.
Marriage is a big theme in my comedy for some reason because it's what I'm living through. You know what I mean? So a lot of the times I'm doing.
Sorry, I'm also just driving. You guys can't see.
Here.
I like driving past the ocean because I go.
Bantry Bay vibes.
Yeah,
it's beautiful here.
It's very pretty things. Cape Town is a postcard.
So ridiculously pretty.
And Cape Town is a postcard and it's nice. Like I like just seeing it.
Especially this side.
Yeah.
It's so mad.
I don't think I ever want to live here though, because if I look at Cape Town storms, then I just go, it's a mess. Like this becomes flooded.
Oh yeah, has it been flooded here?
Yeah, many winters. But at the same time, that's the excuse I use because I'm never gonna afford to be able to stay here. Then I just go, it's the.
Because what is it, like 27 million? Sometimes you hear numbers like that.
It's perfect numbers here. You must buy a parking spot here. What? Like parking spots sold separately. Camsway also. There's a parking spot going for 1.5 million. A parking bay, like it's how much is it? 1.5 meter by 2 meter.
House price.
Yeah.
That's mad. Cape Town property is mad, bro. That's why I've always this is why it's always been interesting for me to listen to comics who's like people because the comics that I've met here that do very well in Cape Town. People always go like, how do you sustain a lifestyle as a comedian in Cape Town? And I look at you guys and I go, it seems like you established one very well. That's what it is. We act like in Joburg, all the money is there for everything. But we forget there is such a big amount of money in Cape Town.
Yeah.
And there's audiences and opportunities. And because the competition, if I may be so bold to say, there's less competition.
Yes.
You know, there's a lesser amount of high level comics. So like if I just think about how many, I can count them on 10 fingers.
Yeah.
You know, that I think are commercially, able to be professionals. And it's you guys,
Yeah, we're about 10, maybe less than 10 even.
Yeah. And like we said earlier, some of those guys live in the world anyway. Like your Mark Lotterings is a child of South Africa. He's not a child of just Cape Town.
Yeah.
He's traveling. So like
Riyadh also.
Yeah.
Big boys.
Yeah. So like, there are opportunities out here.
It's also the thing, you must just find your market and work it, and you'll realize it's also the thing about niche. When you do something that's a niche, you will find out how much more people are actually inclined to it.
Yeah.
So instead of making something that's for everybody, make something that's for you, that you enjoy.
Yeah.
But those who catch it will love it.
Yeah.
It's essentially what like a fan base is. You look at all the music, you go, they've made it for themselves, and then people that love it is forever.
Also, like people don't like. You only need like 100,000 people. If you have 100,000 people, you can be a millionaire out of whatever you do.
That's true.
100,000 people charge him 10 rand each. You know what I mean? It's a bar.
Once a year, I just need to do that, King.
Once a year, then I relax. And I just write jokes for next year.
And that's the dream. You go, I just want to write jokes. I just want to... These things I want to do for the community. That's like the third level. Yeah. But right now, it's just...
But also, the thing is that, and I see it with you, you stick to what you love. And so that's what's been, I think, to a large degree, what's made you successful.
Yeah.
You are actually quite clear on what you enjoy doing. That's why your social media is so strong. Because you were the first guys that I was like, this bro takes beautiful pictures. Like I was following you not because of there was no jokes there. It was just like, this picture is beautiful.
You know what's funny? So my sister is a photographer, right?
Yeah.
She's an amazing photographer. And then she started off with like a cut camera, just like a small hand cam thing. Learned how to work angles, and then suddenly like started to make. This is also before Facebook times. It was just like making a thing out of what you have. And I think that's also POC parents teach you that, like, you play with whatever you fucking have. Yeah. And you work, like, that's all that you have. Yeah. Start playing with that. Like, you don't need an amazing camera.
Yeah.
You just need to be able to work with what you have.
Yes.
Comedy teaches you. So essentially, I used that logic across my life of like, whatever I have, this is all that I have. Let's make shit with it.
Yeah.
So you see, like, now there's been this outburst of people that shoot with their phone, only their phone.
Yes.
Amazing content that they make. So the same thing with camera. You don't need an amazing camera. You must just get creative with what you have.
Half of the vlogs I do is totally, sometimes it's just my camera.
Yeah.
My phone camera. Because
phones are fuck, guys.
Yeah, phones have gone next level. I can shoot in 4K on that phone. And people don't bother me when I'm in a mall. If I walk in with this big camera that I've got here now, walk in and it's not even a big body.
Yeah.
You walk in and people go, sir, you can't film here. But I put on my phone, no one stops.
Yeah, it's exactly that. You can,
yeah,
so,
exactly.
Who was it? Even you see Katy Perry's latest video was shot on an iPhone.
Yes.
No, Katy Perry, Lady Gaga, and I'm like, yeah, it makes sense. That thing is amazing. So you might as well just. So whenever guys always ask about what do you use or like what's your trick, it's like just use with what you have. Start.
Okay.
That, like with your stuff, you have to just start putting it out there and
refining it over time.
Yeah, you find your own rhythms for your things.
Tell me, can I ask you this? How did Day Zero come about? Because it's 4 of the best young Cape Town comics on the same lineup. So I understand why it just wins, but was it an easy, natural thing because you guys work together all the time?
Yes and no. So it was natural for us to work together. So we were like, yeah, but so the reason we did it was there was a few. Firstly, because it's hard touring on your own.
Yeah.
Because it's just difficult going to a space and you're alone, and that's the thing. So it's 4 brassa that wanting to hang out, and we love doing comedy. We enjoy each other's comedy also. And the thing of it's easier to sell a package and then basically make a fan base for that and spread out, and then have all those fans come to each of the 4 shows, individuals and together.
Yes.
So how the show works is we do sets, each do a set, and then at the end, it's all of us on stage, and we let people ask us questions, anything. And as comedians, we can talk about anything also.
Yeah, I like that, but that there's a whole almost half an hour plus.
Yeah.
Where the 4 of you just sitting there answering questions.
We talk to each other, we roast each other.
And that component's probably gotten better because the more you do it, the better you get
We figure out each other's. So at high school, right, when guys would tell stories, I would be the guy at the end of the story to tell a shit joke on that story, right?
Okay.
Then they didn't laugh at high school. They used to call the joke a Yaaseen because it was that bad of a joke.
Those ones are right now going, how did this bra make a life out of this?
It hurt. You don't understand. Other people would make boring jokes and they would go, that's a Yaaseen. It wasn't even me making the joke. I was branded as that, and it hurt. And then when I found Twitter, I was like, yeah, but this is Yaaseen's. Then I go on stage now and I make Yaaseen's. So now
people love the Yaaseen's, bruh.
It's the thing. And I go now, a part of day 0, I go, they can tell stories, but I make the Yaaseen's. So you get Taylor and Carl and KG tell these great things, and I go, I just got a short thing that I need to say, joke, thanks. Yeah. But we've all figured out that that's our thing.
But also people are almost waiting for the Yaaseen at the end.
Yes.
It's weird. So like I watched you do something that I thought was fucking genius. You came on stage with a backpack and you put it down. And I find that hilarious. And then you make people nervous that it's sticking or some shit. I was like, this is genius. I was cracking with
again, the thing, like, I love, like, prop comedy. Like, just having a thing. Like, I wanted, again, the thing I was saying, when you go on stage, when after I leave, everyone can kill, but they'll remember me for that moment.
Yeah.
And I go, that was the moment I left with you.
Yeah.
I don't need to be the most or the most funny for everybody, but I need to be memorable.
Absolutely. No.
So the thing with the bag also, like, initially, the first time I did it, I got to the gig late and I had my backpack, so I just went on with a backpack. Then someone said something about, like, why you have a backpack. Then I was like, I'm Muslim. Are you prejudiced against me having a backpack? And that was at the time of the Muslim bombing things. And then I was just like, yo, it's a way we can work a gag. It's another thing that can be funny. It's not that everyone else is doing it. We can.
So
becomes a thing.
So what's your process now? What's your process getting to the gags? Writing.
The writing process is such an untidy one. Like I like these moments where I just get to sit and talk with my brother and talk to people. Yeah. Because there's lines and things that I hear.
It's very similar to me.
And then I go, okay, there's a thing there. Yes. This thing sounds like this. There's the gag. So I'll watch TV and I go, oh, that's a phrase. That's a turn of words. Yeah. And I basically fish from whatever I'm taking in at the moment.
Yeah. So you never stop writing, really. You always. I've got a list of, like, there's so many gags, you probably have that I've never used.
And then
there's tons of them.
Then I'll normally run it by my wife first. Yeah. And then she'll tell, if I get a then it will murder on stage. Like, that's the level how hurtful she is. She's like, maybe they'll laugh on stage. Then I'm like, okay, we must go try. But if I get a
that's a killer.
It's straight to stage and a murder.
It's the same thing. My wife gets. Does your wife get this as well? She gets asked.
Voice notes.
Yeah, she gets asked. Listen, is he funny at all? As well, he must crack you up all the time. Then I go, this cunt don't give a fuck about what I've got to say. The whole day is.
My mom will be like, do you think this is a stage? No. If you at my house now, then I'm like, okay, sorry, mommy. Like, if I do gags at home, this is like, oh, go stand on the step there. You must think this is a stage. Hey, perform.
Bring you down to size.
It's the worst. If I do jokes, my sister's also just like, I know why people think you're funny, but we don't. Your family will tell you now.
Break you straight down to earth. When you were you were a comic before you got married.
Yeah, not for long. I think like 2 years maybe. So it's still. I was like a support maybe. I was a support slot when I got married. Yeah.
So she knew what she was getting herself into.
Yeah, but she also invested, eh? I wasn't anything when she was like, yo, we're gonna get married. I was like, yo, I don't even have a paycheck.
Yeah.
Then,
but that's liquor like that. So like with my wife, I was a comedian, still working, but a day job. But I was a comedian, and I was like a comedian, and we moved in together. because I never lived with my wife before I got married, but like just before we moved in together, and I moved in this week because now we engaged. Wedding is this date. So move in together that week. I moved in together by a wild, crazy coincidence. I tell her, "Oh yes, I'm leaving my job." And she's got caterers here. Like, this caterer is gonna be 500 rand a head. This caterer is gonna be 700 rand a head. It was that. So, but she took it very easily, and my parents took it easily because at that point, I was Alfred already. I was it was like inevitable. The guy that I have to give, the person I have to give the props to that believed the deepest was my brother. Just day one. Just never, like, looked at me and went, this is the thing you're gonna do. Just before I was popular, before there was TV, before there was one-man shows, when it was just me on a stage in Boksburg in front of drunk people, he was like, so now for everyone that came after that said, I always thought so. No, you didn't. That brah always thought so. So that is the only guy. And then my brother's so cool, he used to make me go, and then he go, well, I'm not going with you for the next couple of shows. Like, because you need to grow on your own. Yeah. Because you need that. Then I was like, yeah, this bro understands. Now he's basically my number one. So when I do a show, I write my own stuff, but he's the guy because he gets my humor. He can punch up if he wants to. I don't even pay this bro for that. He just says, you do that and that. And he's so private. But then the weird thing is that when I do one-man shows and stuff, he's full-on consulting. And that's why he gets consultation credits on my... If anybody watches my one-man show on DSTV, if it rolls down, you see the contributions and consultation.
That's so great. So for me again, it's my older sister Rishka, right? So we 4 children. So there's 2 that they grew up together, and then it's me and Rishka that grew up together. And we used to fight a lot growing up. Like, we were like abusive of each other, really. And then I think at one point we realized like we mustn't fight each other. We must fight the parents. Then we teamed up, and that's when we became like, But also she's older than me, but we started becoming like I was the older one. She was she's the wild one, I'll say. And then I became the Buddha to an extent.
How much different? Right?
She's 2 years older than me.
Okay.
But we used to go partying together. We used to like party separately, then come home, and then go out to go party together. So I'd come home, we'd steal the car, we go to Gala for like an hour, come home again, lekker. We actually,
that's a lekker relationship.
So it's, now she's number one fan, I'm number one fan also, because she's also doing amazing things. And it's very quiet that I get to like see her do those things. It's also that, but you know what's wild is like, all these things happen so fast in our careers. So I tell her like, we're doing this thing, and she goes, but we expected you to do this. And I'm like, she's
it's like, become like, you go like, you people must be more impressed now.
She's just like, it's...
I get like, I will come, like, those moments where you come home and you tell people something, like, I'm doing a Casper de Vries 12 episodes, and they go, oh, that's nice. I go, just stop now. Casper de Vries, we all watched on TV. This bra called me, said he wrote a part for me. You don't go, that's what I get. No.
I was just like,
and again, then my brother will go, that's fucking amazing. Because he has perspective. The rest of them are like, oh, but no.
No, so Rishka first she'll go, that's really dope, that's cool. Then after she goes, but we expected it. And then like a day later she'll go, Yaaseen, you're doing this thing. And I'm like, I fucking told you. And she's like, but it's amazing. I was like, but it's also that thing of like, what's important is also just the people that keep you grounded.
Keep you grounded. But with my baby sister again, because we just 3, I had a cute moment, like it made me cry, probably made me cry now again. We went to I was doing stand-up, and they heard I do stand-up, and I was still in a day job, so it was a hobby. And then I went, and she was at university at the time, and still very much like a first year. And she comes up to Joburg, she flies up, and she comes and stays with me. And just to come visit me and my brother, because he was also moved to Joburg at the time already. And then the one day it's just me and her, and I go, listen, I'm going to a club gig. I'm performing at this club gig. You might just come with me now, otherwise you're going to sit here and shop. Go to the thing. watch the thing. But there is a moment where when I went up, it was bang. You know what I mean? It was bang. And it was like a first performance you see. So now your whole life, and on the way in the car home, you could see there was like this gobsmack. And she just said, Alfred, this thing is for you. And that made me want to chunk. Because then I went like, there was a moment in her life before when I was something else.
Yeah.
And then now, she's like, God damn.
This is it.
I didn't know you could paint.
Oh yeah, so for me, I've had it with each of my siblings as well. Don't worry, I'm also the sunglasses. I
cry very easily.
Bruh.
Like as a drop of a hat. My sister, my wife goes, we'll watch a movie. She go, Chunk, gay alweer.
Yeah. Goeie eye on Netflix.
Yeah, with that broken ones with a thick Bart, and then they fix him. I cry, bro. Proper.
Yeah,
and I'm unashamed of it. I don't know why men, like in my dad's generation as well, there's a lot of shame in crying.
Yeah.
They've built a lot of shame into men being like, you mustn't be soft.
Yeah. It's other time also. It's a thing of like they might not learn, but it's just they were that thing. So we must learn to be different and better at the same time.
Absolutely.
For me,
no wonder they fucking so gebroken inside.
Yeah.
You can't keep shit like
myself.
Yeah, I cry.
So for me, so my mom came to the first time I performed at your Master Comedy Club when it was in the country club. Yeah. And so I've been kicking and stuff, won competitions, and then the first time I got to perform there was like a prize, and like that day I proper murdered.
Yeah, distraction.
Yeah, then it was my mom saw it, and my mom and my sister, which was also very weird because they came late and it was like two comps there to sit by the bar. So now there's a lady in a dookie sitting by the bar just laughing, and it was just like, yeah. Now I'm getting emotional. Then my dad also was like, it's just a hobby.
The auntie with a dookie sitting in the car laughing for her son. Yeah. He's like having this like Moorse experience that this kid is actually...
Yeah, like you're making other people laugh, not just...
Yeah. It's a thing.
Then my dad was just like, no, it's just a thing. Like it wasn't a...
It's just a thing that he's doing now for fun.
And he never came to the shows for like the first 2 years maybe.
Serious?
Yeah, he was just like, no, it's fine, go do the thing. People say you're good, so go. Then I was like, but why didn't you just fucking come to the shows then? He's just like, no, it's fine. I don't know what the thing is, but anyway.
Yeah.
Then he came to see me at the comedy club. It's the first time I performed when comedy club moved to the waterfront.
Yeah.
And still open mic, got an ovation for my spot. Yay!
Perfect time.
It was actually the greatest day, like for him to come see me also.
Yeah.
Then it was like, this thing's a thing.
Yeah.
Then he was just like, I see it now. Shukran.
Yeah. Also, the thing is that you must remember, like a lot of time, your parents are living through things and have more experience than what you want them to. I understand it more and more now that I have a kid, because I go like, he desperately probably wanted to come.
Yeah.
But he didn't want it to affect what you were doing.
Yeah, it's also that thing of, would you be able to watch your son do comedy and then he's cuck at it?
Oh. Now on the way home I must make excuses.
Yeah.
Do you know the audience was winter or something?
Yeah.
It's cold outside. Now
it's time and it's 8 o'clock. People can't laugh at 8 o'clock. Now you're making up excuses.
Now I don't mind. Like I'm past the point where when I die on stage, it doesn't matter who. My mother-in-law was at Rascals, died on my ass. Because they carry it home with him.
Yeah.
You move on.
Yeah.
But I go, Mom, it is what it is. You've seen me get laughs before.
Yeah.
This is not my body of work speaks for itself. That's how I don't hold on to things anymore.
The second year I did, I still invited a lot of people on Facebook. All my people come through to Chili Bar. Comedy was still there.
Yeah.
Just, when it feels like...
it's hot here.
It feels like your soul is being pulled out of your hole.
Yeah. Fucking hard.
Everybody else is murdering on the night. I'm the only one to die on the night.
Oof. And that is completely because you invited all these fucking people.
Yeah.
Because you put undue pressure on yourself. Like in my early days as well, I was like, I'm done with inviting anybody.
Yeah, I put posters out, you come if you want to, but don't.
Yeah, if you're there, I go, okay, cool. Yeah. Even now, I don't, like, unless it's my one-man show, My one-man show, I go, yeah, it's time for you guys to come, correct?
Yeah.
Because I paid a lot of money to have this theater. a lot. Dude, I still get... You know the crazy thing about having shows, one-man shows and stuff, is that like, people don't get how much money you pour into them.
Yo.
You normally take a bath. Like if you break even, even big acts, like they break even, it's a great.
Yeah.
If you make profit, you are exceptional. Like I made profit, I make profit, and then you're so excited you made profit. But like my friends don't understand.
Yeah.
Why are you so not even? You're supposed to must make a lot of money.
You was making a lot of money. Yeah.
No, bruh. I'm lucky to be able to make.
So that's the thing. Like, it's also when I do the one man, it's like it's the investment money that I also want to put in straight for it.
Yeah, absolutely.
So last year and the year before, the investment money was for the traveling.
Yeah.
And that was the angle that I was going for. It's like this year's money, we are traveling. We're going to Canada. We're spending a lot on the thing. It's gonna be, that was the thing.
Yeah, we're gonna go and experience it.
Yeah. What else? We went to Bali last year on holiday, my wife and I, and it was very lekker, but that was like the holiday away from comedy.
Yeah,
as well.
that's a holiday.
Yeah.
It's not an investment thing.
Yeah, but it's also a needed thing though.
Yeah. It's necessary because your relationships and your life has to live outside of stand-up.
Sure.
My thing, I would agree with you completely. Like I need to take my wife away. Right?
Yeah.
Like now, I feel it now. Because being in Cape Town for like this week, people don't get it. This is me putting content together.
Yeah, it's nice times in the day and everything. We go out, fun.
I love the job.
Yeah.
But it is not, it's a job still.
Yeah.
And I'm paying a fortune to be here, to be able to do this. So I have to be like, okay, well, my wife's at home with a kid the whole time and stuff. You have to think like that.
You must go pay her.
Yeah, she must benefit from the thing as well.
So yeah, that's also like important moments is like to take a break from
Stand-up.
From stand-up.
From the world of stand-up.
Yeah, but it's difficult to turn the mind off though. To go, it's not.
No, that never stops. You at Bali, you're making fucking bullshit gags in your head.
2 days before we left for Bali, I get a call for a corporate, but I must write a set for them, like write a presentation, and I must perform it with someone else, or one of the heads of Western Cape.
Yeah.
So, and it happens that so I land the Thursday, Friday I must be in Durban.
Yeah.
To perform with him. So it's flying. You fly like 18 hours, land, and then in 2 hours time you must go fly out again to Durban to go do the thing. So I'm in Bali, writing the thing, but because of the time difference, I need to. So I'm having a 7 hour time difference. So I'm writing the thing. Now I'm on a call with him at like 12 at night because it's 6 o'clock here. It's the only time he can meet. So at 12 o'clock I'm waking up to take calls, talking to like presentations with people and shit. And it's cut because I'm on holiday.
That's not a holiday.
It disturbed my holiday so bad. But it was just a thing.
You go like, what am I gonna do? My wife is also hard practical like that. If I told her I'm making X amount of money, then she go, just do it quickly.
Yeah.
And I make that money. Go make it. And tomorrow we can go drinking.
Yeah. It's that thing of we'll have time, don't worry. But it's fine.
Yeah.
So there was days that I had to like actually work when I was on holiday, and then also days where I was like, we are doing nothing today. I'm in the pool from 10 o'clock in the morning till like 10 o'clock at night. Yeah.
What's going on here? Well, listen, I think we've spoken on this camera for quite enough. Now I'm going to switch the camera off and speak about the things that we can't say in front of you guys. Thank you so much, Mr. Barnes.
Thank you so much for having me. Guys, you must follow, like, subscribe to the things.
Yes.
Not only for me, for whenever you see, just go support stand-up.
Support stand-up, even if it's, especially around the corner stand-up, not stand-up at theaters all the time.
Yeah.
Anyway, thank you guys. Ciao.
Assalamualaikum.